You all may be seated. Okay, Mr. Ward, you brought this case before the court. What's going on?
All right, now, let me just kind of cut to the chase of the thing.
This case is emotional from the very start. We have a man who stepped into a father role out of pure love, not biology, and he truly believes he's been the one holding this child's life together. On the other side, we have the biological father who says he's been there, just in a quieter, consistent way. Meanwhile, the child's mother passed away, which means there's grief, memory, identity, and responsibility all woven into this situation. This isn't a simple good parent versus bad parent case. It's two men who both care deeply about the same little girl, but the law doesn't judge based on who feels more connected. It judges based on legal rights. And Judge Vonda has to navigate all of this while keeping the child's stability first. Buckle up, this one is layered.
I was engaged to the mama of his child, and we were just having a good time, and was really getting ready to have a wedding, and the reception at Genghis Grill and everything was all. But unfortunately, she had fallen ill. COVID had got her, and then all of a sudden one day, she's just gone.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, but I mean, I had to take a little
Mr. Ward starts with an emotional narrative, describing how he bonded with the child and how naturally their relationship formed. He's not just making statements. He's telling a love story about a family he feels he earned his place in. He wants the judge to understand the depth of his role, but family court doesn't rule based on emotional closeness. It rules based on legal parental standing. So while this is heartfelt and sincere, the court is quietly asking, is any of this legally recognized?
Lays you into my arms and try to explain things. I call him my little bit, because we just kicked it off right away. I'm talking about pretty much on the first date that I went on with them, because she brought her with her on our first date, which makes a lot of sense. And we just have been.
And Malaysia is the child?
Yes, ma'am.
How old is Malaysia?
She's 7.
Okay.
And she's one of those smart little girls where you can't really get a whole lot past her. She's going to call you on your stuff.
Okay.
And that's what I appreciated about her. That's why we clicked so well, because her mama was the same way.
Sounds like a good kid.
Well, yeah, she's wonderful. I mean, she's on point with all of her schoolwork. She loves doing her homework. Our thing is to watch some Schoolhouse Rock on YouTube to let her know how the old school did it and everything. And so we, our favorite hangout is the Sesame Place. She loves to go there.
He continues, describing shared routines, activities, favorite places, and everyday interactions. These aren't surface-level memories. These are the daily choices that build attachment and identity. Everything he says reinforces that this relationship isn't temporary. He genuinely sees and treats this child as his own. But the courtroom standard isn't who loves the child. The courtroom standard is who has legal custody and parental rights. Love and law are not always aligned, and that's the heartbreaking tension here.
Seriously, I mean, I just love having her, like my own child, and I feel like that she is actually my own child. I know that she only likes broccoli with ketchup, and she likes fish sticks with ketchup, and she likes corn with ketchup. I don't know what this thing is about ketchup.
Me either. I don't like ketchup like that.
I don't either. But I know how she likes that. I know that she's got to have that mood light on when she goes to sleep. I know that if I don't put those downy beads in with her blanket, that she's not going to sleep. So I do everything. I mean, I talk to the teachers. I got her on the after school program. I mean, everything that I could possibly want to do for a child, I do for her.
Okay.
And so my thing is that, I'm doing all.
The small details hit hardest. The night light, the beads in the blanket, the sleep routines. Those are the kinds of things only a primary caregiver knows. His attachment is real, deep, and emotionally rooted. But the law doesn't award custody based on who knows the bedtime routine better. The law asks, who has legal guardianship? Who is recognized as the parent on paper? And this is where feelings and reality begin to clash.
In a while.
But every once in a while, it's like he'll come, he might honk the horn or whatever. He might ask her to come out. She'll come out. And that's the one thing about her. She knows no strangers.
Okay, so you're referring, you called him a cat. I mean, what?
Oh, okay, all right, look.
So
I'm not-
this is her dad.
This is her dad, yes.
Okay, so you're saying he's not doing all of the things that you're doing with Little Bit, right?
No, not at all. I mean, really,
And you know that for a fact?
Well, this is how I look at it. If he was like a real man.
This is where the tone shifts. He begins comparing himself to the biological father, implying he is the real parent because he's there more. Once comparison comes in, the conversation moves away from the child's needs and into identity and pride. This is where emotional cases can turn into competition. And when parenting becomes a contest, the courtroom has to focus even tighter on legal structure, not emotional scoring.
I mean, as far as, I mean, come on. I mean, it's
Sir,
like,
give me 1 second. I'm about to have him wrap it up.
okay, okay. Well, look, all I know is this. When it comes between me and him, she comes. When it comes
That
to
you know of.
yeah, that I see. You know, I mean, every time that he comes, I give them their space, but I'm looking at her body language, and she's like, man.
Judge Vonda steps in to stabilize the tone. She acknowledges the depth of the story, but she also signals that emotions can't be the driving force of the legal decision. This is the point where the case transitions from emotional narrative to legal analysis. Feelings have been heard. Now the court needs facts and rights.
I mean, it sounds like, you know, your daughter and Mr. Ward have a great relationship, but is it true these, you know, allegations he's saying about you not being very active and involved?
None of it, ma'am. I see my child work, and every time I'm off, I go and pick her up, and she stays with me for the whole 4 days. I work 3 days on, 4 days off, and he knows it. And when we talk to her on the phone, she says he's too invasive. He always, what are you doing? What are you doing? And he always in her face and want to know
Like
this.
a helicopter dad.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Like a microscope. That's how she feels, and she don't like. And then as far as me and my child's mother splitting up, you know, that was between us. That was years before she even met you, so you can't put that on me.
Well, you know, I can't put a lot on you. I mean, yeah, okay, fine. You can call me helicopter all you want to, but you were not there when her mama died, man.
Now the biological father speaks, and his tone is straightforward and factual. No emotional storytelling, just a clear routine. Work schedule, days spent with his daughter, activities, family involvement. Courts respond strongly to consistency. Emotional closeness can be real, but legal standing requires demonstrable, stable involvement. This is the moment where the judge sees that the biological father is not absent. He is simply less expressive.
And you weren't there to have to console her when she was crying and didn't go to sleep. You weren't there. I was there.
You didn't
Where were
even
you?
tell me. I was at work. You didn't even tell me.
See, that's the thing. You are always at work. You're always at work.
And see, here's the thing. I know there are a lot of emotions going on. I usually don't let people talk back and forth to each other.
I'm so sorry.
But I do understand the
I don't wanna talk to
underlying
him anyway.
issue here.
When Mr. Ward brings up the mother's death, the emotional intensity spikes. His bond with the child came through shared grief, and that pain shaped their connection. His attachment is tied to tragedy, and that makes losing her role in his life feel like losing the mother all over again. But grief, no matter how deep, does not replace legal custody. The court has to separate emotion from legal rights, even when emotions are raw and real.
I have taken on, and I know it's not by emotion, and I'm not even just talking about emotion, I'm talking about my actions. The teachers know me. The teachers call me.
Hold that thought. The teachers know you as well?
Yes, ma'am. Now, granted, he lives closer to the school, so he's up there just a little bit more than me, but anytime they call, I stop what I'm doing and I'm on the way.
Okay. All right.
Judge Vonda references the existing custody order, which names the mother as custodial and the biological father as the non-custodial parent. This is crucial because it means Mr. Ward has no legal position in the case unless he filed adoption or guardianship paperwork. He didn't. So his argument, while heartfelt, is structurally unsupported. In family law, I feel like a parent is not the same as I am a parent under the law.
It sounds like this child is just well loved all around with both sides. I mean, is there any chance of the two of you trying to get along
Not
to
at
make
all.
it work for the
She wants to
best
be
for
at
your
home
daughter?
with her dad, but he keeps saying, oh, she needs to be here, and my child's mother is no longer here, so I'm trying to get him to court to get full custody of my child.
Okay.
That's how that's gonna end. You're not gonna be around too much longer.
No, man, no. You ain't gonna talk to me like that. No.
Well, neither one of you are going to talk to each other like anything anymore. I'm ready to make my ruling. I've heard what the both of you have to say. I understand that Dad is pretty involved with the child.
When the judge asks whether cooperation is possible, the response is immediate tension. The biological father wants full custody. Mr. Ward believes the father doesn't deserve a place at all. The child is no longer the focus. The men are fighting to be the one who defines her home. And when cooperation collapses, the court cannot build shared parenting on top of conflict. The law defaults to legal parent rights.
Your heavy involvement with the child, you have a nickname for her, you all do things together, she loves ketchup, all about her nightlife and her sleep routines and everything like that. However, that does not negate the fact of what the law says. The child was not left with you, Dad. Her dad is still alive. Sounds like he's very active. Doesn't sound like he, is a deadbeat parent by any means. He is making the expenditures that any parent would do. And he also said he's trying to petition the court at some point to get sole custody of his daughter. So based on
the judgment is inevitable. The biological father is active, financially responsible, involved, and recognized by law. Mr. Ward is deeply loving and emotionally invested, but without legal standing, love alone cannot override parental rights. Judge Vonda acknowledges his heart while still dismissing the case. The law cannot remove a living parent simply because someone else loves the child too.
That I have no other choice but to dismiss your claim because you do not have any grounds to be petitioning this court for child support. Is there anything further from either of you?
No.
Ma'am, I'm very happy with the verdict.
Okay. All right. Well, if there's nothing further, you all are dismissed.
Thank you.
What?
This case shows the difference between emotional parenting and legal parenting. You can love a child with your whole heart and still not have legal rights to them if you don't formalize your role. If you step in as a parent, you must also step into the legal process, or the law will default to the biological parent every time. If this one hit you, let me know your thoughts below and subscribe so we can break down more real courtroom moments together.